Can anyone tell us why are more ladies here? Would you know? A gentleman. Would you know why there are more ladies here?
Why there are not more ladies, or why there are more?
Well, can you count?
5 genders.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, why?
Well, that's to our advantage, isn't it?
That's egotistic. Because they are by far more aware. Am I right?
Okay.
And we are far more talkative with words.
Yes.
Talkative.
You know the word fascinating means to bewitch. So how many witches have we here?
A dozen.
A dozen witches.
A dozen witches.
So why are they called witches? Why? Why did the Catholic Church during the Middle Ages kill the most brilliant witches who knew how to heal 8 million? Why?
Because they were afraid of them.
Yes, very good. They were afraid of them.
Too
Pardon me?
powerful.
Too powerful. Yes, you have the power to give life. You have the power to attract whom? Us men, right? Agreed? Right? I was in Bali and I read something extraordinary. It was a shock to me. A Balinese man, you know, Balinese culture is Hindu, said, after I had married, after 1 month, I thought that my wife was
Bewitching me.
yes, a witch, bewitching me. And then I tried to find out if that's only in Bali. No, more or less on the whole planet, men are afraid and think their wives are witches. It's incredible, isn't it?
But it's true.
English language, to be engaged in battle, to be engaged in marriage. Why? Why? To be engaged in battle, to be engaged in marriage. If you take Greek mythology and Roman one, the god of war in both countries, Rome and Athens, fell in love with whom? With the goddess of love. Can you imagine this? So, love, sexuality, and the divine are closely related. It's fascinating, isn't it? So, a word about myself, in all humility. I was born in Austria, I am Austrian, but I love the whole planet, different cultures, different people, lovely females, lovely men. In Chinese, male and female means peace. And female in the I Ching represents, woman represents child, mother, equality, thousands of years ago. Equality and the passivity. Passive, can you imagine? But in a positive way. I'm quoting Lao Tzu, you know, the greatest Chinese man, Kongzi, Confucius from China, and Lao Tzu. And he says, nothing in the world can be compared to water for its weak and yielding nature. Yet in attacking the hard and the strong, nothing is stronger than water. I've been living abroad for 17 years, I'm 72 now, and I followed this sentence. And more or less, I've never had any problems. As soft as water, receding, and 1 or 2 steps forward, and 1 going backwards. I was born in Austria, studied in London for some time. I studied in Austria English and history, English in London, returned to Austria. And since I have been fascinated by different countries, I applied for a job in Istanbul. I was accepted, so I taught English in an Austrian high school, and I taught German in the Goethe Institute. And then back to Austria, because my mother died, my father asked me, please come, and I swore to myself, only 2 years in Austria. Small country, like this a little bit. Not so far horizon, surrounded by mountains, usually you can't see. And then a job was offered in Brazil. I rejected it and took Cairo.